Hello everyone, welcome to New Horizons Race League Division 2. We're here for round 8 in Austria. I'm here with Taze, who joined me for comms in France last week, but I need to apologise before anything for the lack of video last week. It was a huge software fault from my end, which I disconnected from being with all the drivers, but that I'm aware of. The race did go ahead. Unfortunately, I can't say to anyone what happened, but I'm aware that the guy we're riding on board with now, Blaze by Gaming, won the race, and I believe he also got pole position and the fastest lap award. Apart from that, I have no idea, but still we're here to carry on. We've got 7 guys tonight. It's still unconfirmed yet if we'll have more turning up before the start of the race. Both Saubers, 2 Renaults, 1 Ferrari, after Owen has decided to take some time off for a bit to go and sort some things out, so no pressure for you there, mate, to come back to us. I hope you're okay. And making his Division 2 debut, but not his New Horizons debut, AG 30. He was under a different gamer tag before, in very early on in New Horizons, but I don't think he took part in that many races with us, so he seems eager to get back racing, so we thought we might as well give him a try out in Division 2. Taze, what do you think about Austria?
I don't know. It's one of my better tracks personally.
Oh dear. Unfortunately, I didn't see where that happened, so guy make his Division 2 debut. Yeah,
I think it was recorded on first. I think it was recorded on first. Spectate Blaze by Gaming. Hey, it's recorded at the start of the song.
Maybe he uploaded a wrong setup. I don't know.
No, then again, I don't see the point in the parliament. It won't change.
I think there's been an accident somewhere. Oh yeah, there's a Ferrari off. He's going to get in the way of someone on the hot lap. Yeah, and it was Blaze by Gaming, who only just makes it round. Tyre strategy for today is going to be Ultra, Super and the softs. My personal recommendation for the guys is not to actually touch the softest compound unless it's going to be a wet race and there's a dry stint toward the end, because from what I'm aware of it, the super softs can go about 15 laps at most. I believe the supers can go somewhere like 20, probably 20-26 laps, but the ultras, they'll last definitely less than 10.
If you're actually decent at power, you can do the one stuff. I can hate my top 2. It really all depends on how you on power, if I'm being honest.
I think it all depends on your traction and differential settings as well. That I'm aware of. Austria isn't that harsh on tyre wear. I think it's just the amount of times you have to go around the circuit. And Collins at the moment, with Blaze failing to set a qualifying time at the minute, which makes me wonder we're going to see a mountain of penalties for these guys. And Blaze, yep, he's decided to bail into the pits, but Collins still getting a 1 minute 5.6 on his super softs. Dragon on the speed setting 1 minute 6.3, but Slav King, yeah, I was going to say that wasn't a bad time even on the soft tyres for 1 minute 7. I think the absolute peak of anything we can expect from these guys would be maybe a 1 minute 2. Probably a low 1 minute 4, high 1 minute 5, I think is realistic more for these guys. I'm on about like
you said a 1 minute 2.
Yeah, I don't know, the proper pros that are sweaty at this game, that they can, I've seen them do 1 minute 2s on their quali runs anyway. Yeah, you won't believe how rapid some of these guys are around here. Well, some of the guys on the game, but riding on board with Bradley now, who's on his outlap, the sole Ferrari that we are aware of for the foreseeable future in Division 2. His teammate having to just take some time out, so hopefully he can bring him a bit of justice. I know that both of the Ferraris seem to be a bit off the pace here and there, but they don't really make that many mistakes, as proven in the last major race that we recorded in Canada. All Bradley had to do was drive around at the back and pick up the pieces. How much of
Where did they finish in that race?
Don't quote me on this, but off the top of my head, I believe he finished 4th. I think.
You're sure it doesn't matter about pace if you're clean. You'll do well.
Oh, he's clean. It's just he doesn't. Yeah, unfortunately for him, he's not the quickest driver on the grid. Just Tadpole's moving out the way at turn 3 to let him by.
It's not easy to be the quickest driver on the grid. In any league, to be honest.
Oh, that depends on your competition.
Oh, trust me, in my league I have pretty decent competition. It is, you know.
Well, I think your speed comes naturally to you, but whether you can cope with the pressure or not is another thing. That's where your test of character comes into.
You know, well, yeah, then again, with me being so young, it's kind of hard for me. It's harder for me than other people.
I wish I was that quick when I was like, not even a teenager. I never started watching F1 until I was about 13 or 14. The first season I watched was 2012, and I'm watching like thinking that the start of the 2012 season was like standard and the same as every other season before it, and I'm like, why isn't anyone watching this? Like, this is amazing. And I've just been informed that it's a full dry race, so no weather should be hindering these guys. Don't know whether it'll be a few clouds here and there, but yeah, if it's a fully dry race then. But the thing is, I know it's all down to driver preference as well, but with Austria I would recommend a one-stop. A one-stop's definitely possible, but it's almost like, if you opt for the two-stop, how fast do you need to go?
I mean, yeah, because the two-stop around here, like, with how short the track is, it wouldn't be that fast. There's my game, it doesn't go fast, that's kind of a problem, considering this. But I think Colin's done a pretty good lap, man.
I'm just having a bit of flashbacks back to our Division 1 race back in, I believe we did this either we did this back in January. And it was an intermediate, was it? I think it was an intermediate race into dry conditions towards the end of the race, but it wasn't a quick transition. It was probably 30 laps of intermediate weather, and only on lap 30 did the rain stop, and we're having to drive around because it didn't go to these open blue skies that we have here for these guys, but it was, sorry, just give me a minute while I get my thought. It went from intermediate to very overcast, so not only did it only just stop raining, the track didn't dry quick enough. So we've got all the other drivers in chat, like, I've seen some of their reviews, they were screaming at each other, like, when the hell do we pit? Because it was either we needed to have pitted for another set of inters, or we needed to go on the dries, and some guys went on the dries too quick. I believe I ended up getting 3rd in that race.
I was just watching Ways My Game. He's on a wheel, interestingly.
Yeah, I believe he is a wheel user that I'm aware of.
And you can tell because when he's turning, when he turns to the corner and when he turns back, it doesn't like, when he moves the wheel, it comes back. When you're on pad, you snap back. That's
a smooth input for a wheel. I've just remembered about if anything, I know that he's on a wheel, or he definitely has one, because when he participated in Canada, he's gonna hate me for this, but I saw it. Yeah, he live streamed his Canada race, and he had a little bit of a disappointing end to Canada, very emotional about his DNF on the penultimate lap, but I think he was leading the race, but still
yeah, he was winning.
But he is a championship leader, so I don't think it would have hindered him too much. Although I'm surprised that Collins is still quicker than him at this stage. Unless if Blaze is going to take the sandbags out of his Sauber, then I don't know how he's going to go much quicker. Was that a crash or no one? No one's on track. No, I just saw yellow flag sector 1. I believe he may have gone straight on at turn 1 or something, but there's no one really close on track that I can see what happened to Slav King. I'm just going to try and see if they've actually updated the standings some time ago.
I know how it feels to be emotional when you're racing. Especially, I know what way it's coming from, you know, DNF, and there's no way you sort of go to the end, you can't get emotional.
Yeah. I've just had a message from Slav King actually.
Oh, I see you got teleport in the big bits now. That's a game.
Oh, did he crash coming out of the pits?
Yeah. Where's my game?
Just got teleported from the pit to the track. Yeah, that's a strange one. I've said it before, this game is getting worse and worse as it gets older. These minor patches that they still bring to the game, it's slowly destroying the netcode that comes with it, but it's not a bad run by Slav King. I'm just going to check if yeah, Dragon on Speed's doing a run on his super softs. I believe. Wait, no, he's doing a run on his softs, but everyone's best run so far is on the supers, apart from Tadpoles and Bradley that have done it on the ultras. If I was going to say if I was Bradley, I'd definitely come into the pits for a new set of tyres. I'd not want to be starting this race on 6 lap old ultra soft tyres. You probably do 1 or 2 laps and that'd be game over. I don't know if they have actually updated the standings after France, but I've seen the standings from Canada. Not that it will be much use for us at the moment, but it was Blazed in the lead with Slav King in second with Collins in third, and then Bradley actually in 4th place, but I believe Dragon on Speed has overtaken him now. Five tenths, yeah, that's like half a second though, so I think that's pretty much expected. But there is 2 points up for grabs for pole position, so I think Collins is going to be going for it. But one thing I've noticed, one thing I've noticed with Division 2 so far is Colin's getting a bit close to the pit exit wall. We have a constructors title fight that I'm aware of. It's still very close actually between Sauber and Renault, because whenever everyone makes mistakes, like put it this way, if any of the Saubers mess up, I think the Renaults are there to pick up the major chunk of the points.
And then vice versa.
Still riding board with Collins out there. Sorry, say again.
What are we talking about? I said, will Collins get around first? Why not?
Oh, he left the pits with like
no, I mean, he only got out with the pits for 1 minute 5 to go.
Yeah, but he's got 2 corners to go. I think he should be able to make it.
He's actually found this pretty well.
Yeah, there'll probably be like 5 seconds in it. Now we crossed it. Yeah, for 5 seconds. I thought he had plenty of time. He only just managed to get his lap in. Someone's gone off in sector 2.
Yeah, where's my game? And what's the mod then? So it's all for Collins now.
Collins the only real man on a flying lap. Everyone else has either DNF'd or finished the laps.
The Slav team's still in third. Even though we're doing it.
Although, let's see the best. Yeah, all of the best runs. So if Collins is able to beat his own time, at least he'll start on this tyre. At the moment, Blazed should be starting the race on Ultras, but I don't know if they'll be on his current set of tyre, if he's not improved on his fastest lap on this set, because Blaze's current set of 3 laps worn. This is Collins' fresh set. I'm really opening for the best of luck. Where is he going? Oh! He improved, but I didn't see where he went. He gets pole.
That's surprising.
That was that's really congratulations to Collins.
I recommended them ultras for him before the race.
I think we've been talking a few days about recommending strategies. We're not trying to race fix, we just have our preference of mates as drivers, but we try and remain impartial. It is Collins on pole position for Mercedes. I'll do the proper rundown as we get into the race, but I'll see you guys in a bit.